Dímelo mi gente, Marcucci here again bringing another video, and it looks like I have found the next Solana. No, I'm just kidding. Is this coin called Supra that I genuinely hadn't heard about ever? And it's up 135%. It was in the top trending coins, so it's like, let me see what they're doing. The fully diluted valuation is 6.32 billion. I'm like, how have I not heard about this? So there's a coin that recently dropped. It looks like it dropped around like Thanksgiving. So it dropped on the 27th. So it's been about 2 weeks. Market cap is $383 million already. And the fully diluted valuation is 6.32 billion, which it's insane. And I have actually heard people say, oh, this is the next Solana killer, or the next, I think it's the next Sui, personally. But yeah, let's see what it is. Right now it's about 6 cents. Market cap is 383 million. Like I said, volume is extremely high. So $613 million in volume is up 550% all time. In just 2 weeks. Like, this is insane. You don't see this in the stock market. You only see this in the crypto market. And that's why I love it. And that's why we're here. So total supply is 100 billion. Max supply is 100 billion. Self-reported circulating supply, and that's important, is 6 billion. So from the all-time low, which was 11 days ago, like I said, it's up 887% from the all-time high, which was 5 hours ago. So let's see, it's down 12%. Honestly, it looks like it's gonna keep skyrocketing. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully me making this video is not the determining factor in it, going to absolute shambles. Anyways, this is what they do. Let's watch the video, or what they are actually all about. So
what happens when you sign a transaction like a swap? For us, it's just a click. But for the DApp, it's a marathon. Like this swap, it runs on its blockchain network, where it's built, but it also runs through an Oracle network to get price data, then through a bridge network for cross-chain interoperability. Some transactions go through even more networks for verifiable randomness and automation. And every hop to an external system can introduce different security guarantees, latency, and costs, which are passed on to end users. This is how most dApps are made today. They're increasingly complex, relying on more external networks with more steps. We simplify this with full vertical integration. Supra's Layer 1 vertically integrates everything dApps need, from oracles to cross-chain communication. We've also integrated support for multiple VMs right on our Layer 1, so EVM, Move VMs, Solana VM builders can build with all the vertically integrated services.
VM is a virtual machine, for those that you do not know. So Ethereum virtual machine, Solana virtual machine, and Move virtual machine
on Supra. Now, because it's all integrated into one unified system, it helps dApps run faster with virtually no latency. And Supra's shared security keeps the Layer 1 network and all native services secure, and there's never a need to rely on an external third-party network. This design also reduces costs and complexities of building, making it a better experience for builders and users alike. So when you run a transaction here, the DApp can sprint through all the functions and execute way faster on Supra. This blockchain actually functions like a real, global, decentralized computer, with faster performance, shared security, and lower costs for builders and users. We enable a whole new world of super dApps, and that's the power of full vertical integration that you get on Supra.
So basically another Layer 1 blockchain, if you weren't tired of them already. But it does look like they are actually, doing a lot of stuff. And the speed, what that video shows me is that we're still really early in this blockchain technology and crypto in general. Because some of the stuff that they do, it is archaic. not archaic, in the literal sense, but it does need work, and it looks like Supra is doing that. And it says it achieves 500,000 transactions per second throughput on 300 globally distributed nodes with sub-second consensus latency. So let's see how they do that.
All right, this is Josh, co-founder, CEO at Supra.com. So what we're looking at is a Grafana dashboard that's measuring our last test. This test consists of 300 nodes globally distributed across 5 global regions. We are using Google Cloud. We were using US East, US West, Europe North, Asia Northeast, and Australia Southeast. So we are trying to make sure that this is a test that is distributing the nodes across the world. Now what we're seeing here is the performance. So on the far left, we see max TPS, that's transactions per second. We're approaching 500,000 transactions per second throughput. Okay, and then the end-to-end latency, that's measuring how long does it take for us to disseminate the data, as well as anchor in a blockchain and finalize our moonshot consensus protocol. So as consensus commit for transaction ordering or a consensus is on the order 600 to 800 milliseconds, so sub-second. So how do we have this type of throughput, especially on 300 nodes? On Supra, every single node operator can be a batch producer. Moreover, the data only has to be disseminated to the clans. Clans are randomized subcommittees of the entire network. Now, each clan in this test is composed of nodes across all these different regions, and the data goes from batch proposer to the clan nodes. The clan nodes have to form a data availability proof or data availability quorum certificate. This is being achieved within 134 or 141 milliseconds. You can call this optimistic finality, or you can call it pre-confirmations. And consensus is on the order of, when we're talking about 500,000 transactions per second, consensus commit is sub-second as well. Other notable metrics include when we're processing data on the order of 300,000 transactions per second, consensus commit, the mean end-to-end latency is around 650. So it's a very high-performing low latency. So once again, this is a real-world test across many regions. This can be replicated. Supra is able to handle more nodes and still have extreme throughput through this technique and strategy. There are chains out there that can do extreme performance as well. Nonetheless, those are generally running on maybe 100 nodes, 50 to 100 nodes, up to 150 nodes, but you won't really see them go beyond 150 nodes. Moreover, those nodes tend to be even more beefy with more bandwidth availability than what we're running. So this is very promising. Supra's performance is expected to improve over time as we optimize the code. Nonetheless, we have found the sweet spot of decentralization, scalability, security, as well as latency. So high throughput, as well as fast finality. All right, that's everything for now. Thank you, everyone.
So yeah, looks pretty dope, right? If you ask me, I will say though, who's doing all these transactions per second on Supra? I don't know. Maybe they're just testing it, differently. But we've seen with a lot of blockchains, they don't even do, 20,000, 30,000 transactions daily. So this is great, but I really could not find any single place where I could see any transactions that they were doing. We'll see their Explorer a little bit later, but. So this is tokenomics. So like we mentioned, only 6 billion out of the 100 billion were in circulation. And, seed round, pre-seed round, strategic round, private project blast off, legal, market making, do what you want with these tokenomics. I'm just showing you the information here. The website is okay. Not the worst, but definitely not the best. They are backed by a lot of top investors. So we have Animoca Brands, Coinbase Ventures, Huobi, Republic Capital. So they have a lot of investors. So they raised over $42 million from leading VCs and investors from Web3 and Web2. And this 52 million is important because, they raised 42 million. Right now their fully diluted valuation is 6 billion. So, and they're in some programs and accelerators. So MasterCard StartPath and Berkeley Blockchain Accelerator. So pretty dope. Pretty dope. And they're on CoinMarketCap, Cointelegraph, Yahoo Finance, and all those other places. So I like that they mentioned their team. So this is their team. They have a really big team here. In the bottom, it says Supra is a flagship project of the Entropy Foundation. I really couldn't find anything from them other than they're like a Swiss foundation. I couldn't really find a website. And their LinkedIn, I guess, is here. They have 11 to 50 employees. And this is important because I don't know how many developers they have, right? This is, it says it's a global community of validators, researchers, and builders. So how many of these are researchers? How many of these are developers? How many of these are validators? Because I guess I'll just skip to the ecosystem now. We'll talk about partnerships later. But they have quite a few amount of DApps. So we could see here DApps. They have DEXs, RWA, gaming, lending, SocialFi, oracles, bridges. So they have a lot. And it says that, there's also a lot that are coming soon, not mentioned here. You could go check them out. I don't know why it says coming soon. I mean, some are already, there. And we actually saw Pulsar in the video yesterday. So yeah, pretty cool, I will say. But let me see categories. They actually had, but if they don't have that many developers, they are probably gonna try to poach some developers from Solana, AVAX, or Cardano, or whoever it may be. This is also their like kind of data center. So the last two things I want to talk about is the partnerships. So they have 238 partnerships, which is incredible. Arbitrum is one. Bitmart. Let me see. Coinmetrics, Coinbase Pro. So a lot of partnerships. Looks pretty dope. And they also are powering Bitcoin Layer 2 dApps with Supra's data fees and verifiable randomness. So this is amazing. Really, really cool. So if you want to join up, I'll leave this in the description down below. So $1 million Bitcoin DeFi Accelerator. So join Supra's DeFi Accelerator worth $1 million dedicated to DeFi dApps across Bitcoin Layer 2. So if you're if you're trying to build like a DeFi application on Bitcoin, definitely check this out and apply if you are. Who knows? So this is their scan, and it looks like they're doing a lot of transactions. I'm not, it looks like a transaction is happening like every second, but I hate that I can't see how many. Like scans like this, and obviously they're improved, and maybe in a year when we do another video on them, it's gonna be different. But I just don't like it. Anyways, they have some upcoming projects coming soon. So the multi-VM, the native automation, and cross-chain communications. So they're also beta testing their containers and other kind of stuff. So a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, this is another layer one. This probably, I don't even know why it's in the top 2,852. Should be in the top 200. I mean, just by market cap, it should be in. I think it's going to go to some 100. I mean, maybe we see like a little decline. And that's just a huge runner because people are going to get to this narrative that it's the next Solana or the next Sui or the next whatever. And it very well could be. It looks like they have the right technology. One thing I forgot to mention, they actually do also have a lot of followers. So they have 310,000 followers on Twitter. Since 2021, which is amazing. Anyways, I'm intrigued to your thoughts. Please let me know what you think. Also, just a casual super. I saw this and looks like someone got a big airdrop, or this is just the value of airdrops that they're giving out. But and we see here, Altcoin Daily talked about them, and Supra, this could be big, blah blah blah. So I don't know. Intrigued to your thoughts. I think the number's gonna go up. I hate when, you know, I personally don't like doing price predictions, but, you know, price is gonna go up. That's all I can say. I would just be wary of the circulating supply, and I don't know when tokens are gonna be unlocked. So that's something to look out for, as always. But yeah, kind of a long video, but there was really a lot to talk about. Anyways, intrigued to your thoughts. Please let me know what you think about the video. And as always, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.